What is up, y'all? So, I'm reading this book, right? And fix myself. And the story today was his plan for me. And what's crazy is this morning I woke up with the scripture Jeremiah 29:11 on my mind. It states, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." That I learned that scripture when I was in like first or second grade. Like we had to memorize scriptures, and that's the one. Like I learned a lot of scriptures during that time period, but that's the one that's literally embedded in my heart. Like anybody that really know me know that, at least. And it's like reading this story, it really opened my eyes to like God's plan. Like, okay, so in the story, this lady, she was crossing the street and she wound up getting hit by a car. And the car, she was, I guess she was well aware of the whole incident, because the way that she told the story, it's like you literally visualizing her getting hit by this car. But they said she flew in the air, and then she wound up landing in this street, and it was a near death experience. Like, but she said she had an out of body experience because she heard her angel say, "We not done with you yet." And man, this I ain't gonna lie, this story really triggered me, like for real, for real, for real. And she said that, no, in the story, she said that her angel said that that they're not done with her yet. And so throughout her whole experience, all she did, she said, it felt like one of the movies where she had the people in front of her. And even with the surgery, they said that she may have needed surgery. She said that she don't need surgery. Like, her angel said they not done with her yet. And that really opened my eyes to like just, well, first off, it triggered me because that's how my cousin passed away. Love you, our king, so much. Like, and love you, Dante. He passed away that same way too. Like, car accidents like that, those sudden deaths, they are so traumatic, because it's like our king passed away, he died instantly. Dante passed away, he was brain dead before he passed away. And mind you, it was just a matter of 3 years between both of those. But it's like, whoa, 3 years is crazy. My grandma just reminded me that it's gonna be 5 years since my cousin passed away this year. And I just thought about it, it's gonna be 3 years since Dante passed away. That's nuts. That's fucking nuts. Like it's crazy to think, like, when stuff like that happens, how much life goes on. Like, in the moment, you don't really look at how traumatic it is. Well, you don't look at how life would be after the trauma. Like, you just be so stuck in the traumatic aspect of life, and you just be so locked into what happened that life tends to pause. Like, it's like life takes a hard pause. It still goes on my tongue green. Life takes a hard pause, but it's like one of those pauses where you rewind, you're fast forwarding time. You're fast forwarding the movie on the slowest time, because, like, if you keep pressing the fast forward button, it'll go faster and faster. That's how, like, our normal bodies work. Like, if you keep pressing the fast forward button, because you're actively moving. But when you're depressed, or you're stuck in that trauma part of grief, when you're stuck in grief, we tend to move at the slowest pace that the fast forward button can move. And it's like it's I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's weird, because it's like, now me looking at how my life, how their deaths affected my life, and just like thinking about this story, it's wild because she said like it's wild mainly because the thing that's been in my head for the past week is remain humble and practice gratitude. Like I heard Dame Dash say like he's not gonna like why should he remain humble when I'm the only one that have to tell myself I'm great because I am great and I have to remind myself that that's a different level of being humble. That's reminding yourself that you are blessed by the best and you have it. You are like you're it. That's more so confidence. But being humble is knowing that it could all be gone like this. So appreciate what you have. Don't abuse other people because you have what you have. Don't abuse your power because you have what you have. Be humble in the sense to where you remember that God is God. God got you through it all. But don't try it. Don't fuck around and find out. It's like, it's given that. Because you also have gratitude where it's like, be grateful for everything that you have. Be grateful, period. Like, the fact that people have to explain what being grateful means shows how much gratitude you need to practice in your life. How much gratitude you need to implement in your life. And it's weird to me to say that because before the end of last year, I had got this prompt where they had said, write 10 things that you're grateful for. And I could only think of one thing for real, and that was life. Like, I literally put one, life. I didn't put nothing else after that. Because it's like, I'm just grateful for life, truly. Being able to live, being able to breathe, being able to wake up and be able to, like, just to be able to put my phone on this ring light, had a ring light plugged up to make me look good so you can see my illuminated essence like you can. Like, being able to just do these simple things to live the life I've been blessed with. I am grateful for that. I am truly grateful for that. Like, there's nothing in me that is ungrateful. Yeah, I may come off as a stick in the mud sometimes because shit, I complain a lot. Like, I complain about myself a lot. So I'm going to complain about everything else. Like, I do that. That's a part of me. It's not going to forever be a part of me. But as long as I do that to myself, then I will do that to the world around me. And it's like, that's what I've been learning about a lot of stuff. Like, I've been saying this a lot, but it's different when you understand stuff, when you're overstanding things. Like, I often say, how you feel about me is a reflection on how you feel about yourself. And it's the same thing with me. How I feel about other people is a reflection on how I feel about myself. Because the only way that I can say that about you is because I notice it in myself first. That's the only way I'm able to say what it is or even understand what it is. Because I had to understand and overstand it for myself first. Like, a name is only a name if you if you called it that name. Like, for instance, my name is Shayla, Shalya, but I was raised to think that my name is Shayla, Shayla. It wasn't until I learned better that I was able to do better and say, like, hey, yo, this is what my birth certificate says, so this is how my name is. So it's the same thing. That same principle applies in the basics of life. Like, the problem is that we twist our mind thinking that we have certain options and choices when the choice is only the choice that it is. You can't pick stuff apart and choose to apply certain things to what you want to apply it to. If God said, don't touch the fire, and you touch the fire, but you feel like you didn't really touch the fire because you just stuck your finger in. You still touched it. God said don't touch it. Like it's just that simple. Yeah, you could try to reason, you could try to be like, oh, I did it like this, but I did like this, but you did it still, and you knew this. Like it's simple, but we literally choose to make it hard. These are basic principles in life. This is why, like, don't get me wrong, I respect Christians, I respect the Bible, but when I speak of God, I don't speak in that context, because I grew up there, and I outgrew it, because I've learned to look at life for what it is, not for what I think it is, for what I know it is. Yeah, I can think something, yeah, I can feel something, but what I know is what I know. And it's just that simple. And it's the fact that there's a lot of people that don't look at it like that, but they try to push you and sway you to look at things how they want you to look at things. But it's like, no, it's all what it is. Trust, like, and that's what, and I heard Hov say this best: trust in that knowing, trust in what you know to be true. You know what you have, well, you know what you are here for. And if you don't know, then maybe that's where your lesson should be. Finding that out. Like, stop trying to twist other people's minds to do what you want them to do, and do what you supposed to be doing. Because I forgot who I heard say this, but they said that the thing about manipulative and controlling people is that they don't realize that in them trying to block your destiny, they block their own. So the longer that they do it, the longer they lose sight of theirs. And the longer you allow them to do it, you lose sight of yours. So now you have two lost souls that's stuck and stagnant in a cycle that they choosing to live in. That's where they say slavery is a choice, because you're choosing to be enslaved to this ideology that neither one of you give a about, for real. Like, and that I ain't gonna lie, like, the story really triggered me so much, because it's like those two deaths in my life changed my life. Like grief is something that we don't acknowledge enough. And grief doesn't even only come with death. Grief always also comes with loss of friendships, loss of relationships, loss of companions, loss of jobs, loss of stability, loss of security, loss of things that you once held sentimental value towards. Like, man, I'm gonna leave it at that, because I didn't even expect this to come out of me. But I thank you, God, and I thank you, whoever guiding our direction. I thank you to whoever's guiding our direction, because I know that this message is for me, and this message is for whoever is listening to me. So I am grateful for you. I appreciate you. Know that you are seen. Know that you are respected. Know that you are loved. Know that if no one told you today, or told you ever, I am fucking proud of you. I am grateful for you. I know that you are watching. And if you are fucking grateful for me, give me a like, because I appreciate you for that. Like, it ain't even like me, I wasn't going through this stage of where I didn't want to come in here and ask for people to like and subscribe and all that stuff. But nah, if you really fucks with me and you want to show me some love, give me a like, drop a comment if you will. Shit, share the video if you want to. But know that whatever you do, I am truly appreciative of that. I am truly grateful for you. I am grateful for everyone that crossed my path. Like, no matter how big or how small the interaction is, it all has purpose. And I know that in me remaining humble and practicing gratitude, that it is all relative. I may not be able to see the bigger picture from the back of the things. I'm thinking of the scenario I was talking about the other day. I may not be able to see the full picture of what the drum line is showing, but I know that it's all working out for my greatest good. And that's the whole purpose in Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. That's all it is. That's all it is. So when I say I'm grateful for you and I say love, know that I truly mean it out of my heart. Like, I'm not the type of person where I'm going to dap you up all the time. I'm going to give you a hug all the time. I'm going to be in your face all the time. I may not even talk to you, but I will make eye contact. I will make you know that I see you. I'm not even talking about I see your vessel. I'm talking about I see your soul. That when I look at people's eyes, that's what I do. I look at your soul. I let your soul know that I see you, that we are present, and I love you. Because whoever I am around, I pray for them. That's what my love shows. I'm literally that person in your life that prays for you without you even knowing that I do that. Because I pray for myself and I pray for everyone around me to prosper, to grow, so that when time comes, we can all thrive and unite as one. Because if no one is praying for you wholeheartedly, know that I am praying for you wholeheartedly, because I treat people how I want to be treated. Like, I just answered a post on Instagram. Well, I commented under a post on Instagram, and it said, "What's your love language?" I said, "Equal give and take. Treat me the way you want to be treated." It's just that simple. I'm not this super complicated, difficult person. I don't care for a lot of things that people care about or care for. Like, I'm just that simple. When I say pray for me, pray for me. Maybe I'm going through something that you don't even know that I'm going through, or that I will be going through. Maybe I just need your prayers. I just need that love, that genuine love, because life happened. And when I say I'm praying for you, know that I am praying for you. Know when I say love, or when I say I love you, or even if I say love you, know that I genuinely care about you. And I genuinely love you. I'm here for you. However way it comes out my mouth, however way it shows through my vessel, know that my feelings is way deeper than what I may express in the moment. Because who knows what I'm going through in the moment, that I can't go like this. But that's how I feel. But that's not what I'm able to do in the moment. So I can only give you this small token. It's just like it's just like what the Most High does for us. I love in that way. I operate in that way. God doesn't give you what you want all the time. God gives you what you need. You may want a handshake from me, but I can't give you a handshake right now. I can only say love. Because maybe something that I'm going through in my life may disrupt your life when I give you that handshake. We are just powerful like that. We may not even know how powerful that we are, or look at it like that, but that's how powerful we are. At least that's how I look at life. So if I don't touch you, it's because I'm protecting you. God is protecting you. That rejection is God's protection, because maybe the water over here is polluted a little bit. And if I touch you, you may feel it. You may become toxic in that moment, because who knows what I'm going through that day? Who knows what's going through my head in that moment? You get what I mean? Like, not everything is because of you. Not everything is not, you're not at the center of everything. Sometimes people just are what they are, do what they do, be who they be. Things are just, it just is in that moment. But a lot of times we twist our mind to look at things how we want to look at things, but we don't look at things for what they are, because we so twisted in our mind trying to make a story out of the way we want to look at it. Trust in your knowing. That's all I'm saying. I'm done on my little rant, because I was supposed to just end this video a few minutes ago. But I just realized that the video made it to 20 minutes. And it's wild, because I'm saying I'm going to stop doing these super long rant videos. But know that I rant, I talk because I love deep, just that deep. So with that being said, peace and love. Enjoy your day and don't let no player get in your way, my baby. Bye.